Where you like to invest? I educate and help investors getting started with UK property investment. My team can source properties all over the UK, and when I ask where they like to invest, the face of the investors is always the same. Maybe London or Manchester, wait, Birmingham. No, Liverpool or wherever. You are the expert. That's what I hear all the time. But as you can imagine, I'm not entitled to make such an important decision on your behalf. But what I can do, I can give you a lot of information about those popular UK cities. Stay tuned. If I can change my life, so can you. Subscribe to my channel and I show you how. My name is Fabrizio Cravero and this channel is all about property investment for the UK and overseas investors. So, choosing the correct location where to invest can really make a huge difference over time to your returns. But I agree that it is not an easy task. In this video, I compared Manchester, London, Liverpool and Birmingham on 4 different metrics. The rent changes, the time to rent, the time to sell, and the average house price growth. Let's see which one can be the best city for you to invest. And I also prepared a very useful gift for you. So stay until the end of the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Let's start with the rent changes first. Leading this ranking well ahead of the other cities is Liverpool, with an annual increase of 5.8% according to Zoopla. I said well ahead of the other cities because in second position we find Birmingham, with an increase of 3.3% on annual basis, followed by Manchester with 1.8%. But where is London in the rent changes ranking? London saw a decrease in average rent of 3.8% in the past year. Unfortunately, I experienced firsthand the rent decrease in London. I bought a flat there several years ago, before I get educated in property. And actually I didn't know what I was doing exactly. And in order to rent my flat, this year I had to reduce the rent by 2%. That's why now I'm in a mission to educate property investors knowing what they are doing even before they start investing. But now, let's have a look at how long does it take to rent a property in those 4 cities. Once again, leading the ranking of the fastest place to rent a property is Liverpool, with an average of 9 days only. That's quite impressive. I often hear investors worry about renting their properties. But as you can see, provided that the property is in a good location, and that by the way can be checked easily online, the time to having it rented out is extremely fast. By the way, I invest in the UK entirely from overseas, without physically visiting the properties myself, but in a very safe way, by doing a lot of desktop research. Soon I'm going to release a masterclass to show you how I do it. Check the link in the description below to be added to the waiting list. And now, in the ranking of the days on the market to rent, we find Birmingham with 15 days, followed by Manchester with 16. And again, closes this ranking London with an average time to rent of 18 days. Still, 18 days is not a long time frame overall, and actually is very close to the average time to let a property in the UK of 15 days. And now, let's see how long does it take to sell a property in Manchester, Liverpool, London and Birmingham respectively. The quickest place to sell a property is once again the very hot market of Liverpool, with an average of 10 days only. Wow, if you already have properties in Liverpool, congratulations to you. Otherwise, good luck to the investors that want to get in the Liverpool property market. Because with those numbers, I'm not surprised to see the news keep on showing offer above the asking price. And also in Manchester, the market is very hot at the moment. The properties stay on the market for 15 to 20 days only, before they change hand. And things are a bit slower in Birmingham with 25 days on average. And once again, London closes this ranking with an average of 60 days to sell a property. As property investors, we make money through property in 2 ways. through the rental on a monthly basis. But over the long term, property investment becomes extremely profitable if the area we invest in has a big capital appreciation. So, let's see which city saw the highest price growth. Again, according to Zoopla report, that by the way I share with you in the description below, once again, Liverpool is leading the ranking of the highest year-on-year price growth with a huge increase of 9.4%. Next in the ranking, we find Manchester with an increase of 7.7%, followed by Birmingham with 5.7%. And once again, closing the ranking, we have London, where the house prices increased by 2.3% since last year. Can you imagine the difference that can make in your portfolio a growth of 9% in one single year? I'm so glad I bought 6 properties last year alone, right in the middle of the pandemic. Actually, I have no plan to sell it, but with such a growth, I will be able to refinance it in a few years and keep on increasing my portfolio. Now, no doubt that the hottest city, according to Zoopla, is Liverpool. The numbers are clear, and the worst has been London during the past year. And now it's gift time, as promised. To help you on your investment journey, I prepared for you 22 free guides with the details of all the major UK cities analyzed in depth under all the aspects of the property market. It is available for you for free through the link in the description below. Just check it out. I'm here to help you understand how to safely invest in profitable UK properties from the UK and also from overseas. So, subscribe to the channel for regular updates, and as always, invest with knowledge, create financial freedom, and I'll see you next week with another interesting video.